Ron asks, should agents invest in a website, app, or blog? One or all of them?
I would say if you want to be relevant in this world, people are going to be finding you and looking at you online. And so guess what? I would say yes, but here's the problem, the caveat to that. You're going to go out now and you're going to get a blog and you're like, welcome world, I've got a blog, and then you're going to blog. And now you're spending all the time and energy and effort blogging. Not only that, you're going to do it for 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 blogs, and you're going to go, this is dumb, I'm lazy, or I'm just busy, because we're all busy, and now you're going to stop blogging, and you're never going to see the true ROI, right? If I was going to do a blog, and I was in downtown Sacramento, I'd be blogging about all the new food and restaurants. I'd be blogging about the new King Stadium. I'd be blogging about everything that's relevant and happening, so I look like the expert, so it would come up on searches, and people would look at me as the expert, aka the realtor. So yes, I think a blog is important, absolutely. A website, I mean, guys, it's 2016. You got to have a website, period. Are you going to not be relevant? Probably as the time and the years go on, if you don't have a website, that's just common sense. You have to have it. And now an app, here's a question, right? I know a lot of big franchises offer mobile apps for their agents to give to the buyers and sellers. I know that there's other providers out there that will offer it. Here's my thing to you. Where are your consumers and your buyers and sellers coming from? If you're buying leads and you have an app, why would you compete with a Zillow, a Trulia, a Redfin, any of those? Because that's where the lead's coming from, right? So I would say that probably wouldn't be something big on my list. I don't think that someone's going to use me because I have an app, right? They're going to use me because they relate to me. They know they can trust me. I'm a great negotiator for them. I'm going to get the job done. I'm a killer executor, right? They're using me for that. They're not like, Tyler, you're phenomenal. You're a 10 plus in all these other areas, but you don't got an app. So I think I got to find Bill, because Bill's got this app, and supposedly it shows me these magic homes. It doesn't work like that. So back to the question, website, yes. Blog, if you're going to dedicate your time, and meaning if you're going to truly dedicate. An app, probably not. I wouldn't be spending a lot of money on that. There we go.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and I'm going to be taking you into this exciting new world of digital marketing. I'm an MBA with 7+ years of digital marketing experience with Google India. I also have retail sale and channel management experience with Titan and Shoppers Stop. I've got cross-vertical experience across business and industrial markets, consumer packaged goods, and other segments. I've also worked on pre-sale solutions, which include strategic opportunity analysis, custom pitches, and media solutions, as well as post-sale solutions, including optimization, account growth, and consolidation solutions. Currently, I'm a digital marketing trainer and consultant. I also work with a lot of NGOs and charities on their digital marketing. Across the years, I've explored different modes of advertising, ranging from digital media to print media, outdoor advertising, and in-store POP offers. I'm excited about the way all of these modes interact and bring holistic value to the client. I've enjoyed working on this course, and I hope you like it too. So what is digital marketing all about? Digital marketing is basically marketing using electronic devices to people using these devices. In today's times, there is a lot of traffic on the digital superhighway. Everybody is spending time online, and everybody is doing so using different devices. Now, wherever there are lots of people, there's lots of opportunity. You will be surprised to know that 40% of the world's population is online. And that's a huge, huge number, which translates to huge marketing potential. It is important that your brand plans for digital marketing and includes this in the overall marketing plan. This course will help you understand the scope of digital marketing, the various elements, how it can be used, and the various challenges. Let's take a look at the course content. In the first module, which is the Introduction to Digital Marketing, you'll be introduced to the concept, the various elements, and its scope. The Search Engine Optimization module talks about how you can optimize your website to appear higher in search engine ranking. The third module, which is the Fundamentals of Search Engine Marketing, talks about paid forms of marketing, where we speak about search engine marketing for search and display networks, the fundamental concepts, the parameters to watch out for. In advanced search engine marketing, we will spend some more time looking at search networks in detail, different types of campaigns, and the various targeting options. In the advanced display marketing, we will spend time looking at display network specific information. Display marketing is more of an art than a science. We will explore that in detail. The social media marketing module focuses on how you can use social media both in its paid and non-paid forms. As a brand, how do you create your identity on the various social media, how these interact with each other, and how you can get the best out of social media is what we will learn in this module. Mobiles. Nearly 30% of internet traffic today is on mobiles. Therefore, it becomes critical that you understand how to market to these people and what are the various factors that you need to keep in mind when you're designing your mobile market strategy. How does user behavior change? How can you cater to that, and how can you use this medium not only to market on mobiles but also to market with mobiles? Emails today are synonymous. People send emails more than actually calling each other or talking to each other. How can you use this medium to promote your brand? How can you use this medium to find potential clients and to take them through the sales funnel to convert? That is what we will learn in the email marketing module. In the digital analytics module, we will see how you can measure the right data, report the right data, analyze it, and use this information to optimize all your campaigns better. In the final module, which is integrated digital marketing campaigns, we will talk about how all these various channels work together, how there should be synergy between them, and how each channel should add on to your brand image rather than taking something away, and how they should not end up confusing the user, but instead add to a greater user experience. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the second week of MBA 590 Digital Marketing, and this week we're going to talk about digital marketing strategy and digital marketing research. And these are two crucial notions as you start to work on your group project, which makes up half your grade, for understanding how to put together the first deliverable, which is on trying to justify the use of digital marketing for the company you're working with, and trying to start to understand what the company can do with what they're with the assets they have. And that will extend into the second deliverable as well, which deals more with the situation analysis, right? So digital marketing for me, the main strategic focus should be around three words: track, analyze, optimize. Try and figure out what are you going to track about consumer behavior on the digital marketing framework, how are you going to analyze results, and how are you going to optimize digital marketing in order to make sure that the best message is being delivered to your consumers that you possibly can. Internet marketing is unique, and digital marketing in general is unique, and it's one of the realms where we can take the guessing out of marketing to some extent. Of course, there's this old Wanamaker quote that says that half the money I spent on advertising is wasted, I just don't know which half. The hope is that using the ability of digital marketing to really track interactions of consumers with digital events, we can really start to take out some of that guessing, right? We can start to really figure out what aspects are working for us and what aren't. And I call this sometimes the mantra of internet marketing, right? Track, you should identify who and what you need to track about your customers and clients. Analyze that data, determine what it tells you about the behavior of your clients, and optimize, change your marketing strategy on the basis of that analysis. So, given that, though, what is the goal of digital marketing strategy? What is it all about? Well, the goal is that you're going to use the theories and principles of traditional marketing and any new concepts that we've learned about digital marketing as well, and we're going to apply them and adapt them to the challenges and benefits of a digital medium. The eventual goal of designing a good digital marketing strategy, though, is to obtain the firm's objectives in a constantly iterating and evolving world, a world that's changing all the time, right? That's what we mean when we see digital marketing strategy, right? Trying to figure out how are we going to really wrap our heads around the way our firm should be adapting to the digital marketing world. And one way I think that you need to do this is you need to think of this as a constant ongoing process. It's not like you develop a digital marketing strategy, you spend a week on it, you get a bunch of people together, and then you're done and you don't ever have to think it again. This is something that's changing all the time. I kind of like this diagram that actually comes from Teradata, a big data warehousing, data marketing, driven marketing company. And they have this idea, right, that you start by exploring the data that you have, right? You look at the data from your customers, you look at social, mobile, whatever, you begin to understand what's going on, you analyze that data and discover any patterns that happen in it. You act on those actions that happen, right? And you optimize the actions that you're going to have. And then you execute. You actually put out a marketing message, right? Once you've done that, you now have new kind of data to analyze, new data to explore, new reactions to look at, and you start the whole process again, right? And this is kind of the exploration phase, where you're doing the integration, understanding, analyzing, discovery, and then there's the engagement stage where you're actually acting on it and optimizing and executing and delivering, right? And so you're constantly switching back between exploring, engaging, exploring, engaging. I really think that's a big concept behind digital marketing right now, right? And part of that I refer to as the analytics culture, right? You want to build up within your firm and within the digital marketing space that you're looking at an analytics culture, a culture of analytics that really kind of has this idea that the first thing we try and do is make a data-driven decision. That's the first thing we think about when we get up in the morning. It's the last thing we think about when we stop for the day, right? And this is the cycle of analytics, right? We do knowledge discovery, we do ad hoc analysis, we do one-offs where we kind of look quickly at something. We translate that knowledge discovery, maybe it's some sort of segmentation analysis or some sort of path to purchase analysis that we did, into an insight that says, this is what this tells us about the way our consumers behave. We then operationalize the analytics so that it continues to happen on a regular basis, so that path to purchase analysis is something that we are always undergoing. And then we go back to step one and start with a new set of analytics, a new set of marketing strategy, right? And this is kind of course, driven by the fact that we have all this data out there. We have these huge amounts of data that kind of influence and allow us to try and understand what our consumers are doing, how they're interacting, and quickly update that as we go forward, right? So you can think of digital marketing strategy as being broken down into a 5-step process, that there's 5 major components in some respects to digital marketing strategy. One is context. We need to understand how is our company's current digital strategy and how does that relate to its customers and its competitors. 2 is the value exchange, right? Before we can really put out a digital marketing campaign, we need to understand what our company really wants to offer and what it needs to express within that digital marketing campaign, right? We need to identify objectives, right? How is digital marketing specifically going to help our firm, right? And some of these could be interim objectives, right? Like we're going to increase visits to our website so that people become more informed. But really, we want to look at the final goals as well, right? The fact that we have greater brand awareness or that there are more purchases made, whatever it might be, right? Then you need to start thinking about tactics and evaluation. How will we achieve our digital objectives? And then you need to think about that ongoing optimization that we talked about previously, right? How can we make it so that this is a constant part of our strategy and that we're constantly looking at these features again and again, right? So let me pause for a second there, and when I come back, we'll talk a little bit about these steps in depth.